Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Let's get started with Truth Be Told, going around the world from Aries to Pisces. All right, I hope you guys are doing well. Stick around also for the collective. All right, Aries. What is going on for Aries? Here, that flipped, and then we'll take these two cards. Okay, Aries. Wow, you're going after your dreams. Are you kidding me? You're going after your dreams. You're taking all of the emotional upsets and leaving the past behind. Good for you. And what are you taking with? Your truth. Look at that. The learning. Not just the lessons, but it could have also been just the learning, the lessons, but also learning about self, right? You're figuring out that you deserve the best of the best, which absolutely we all do. So it's come to a self-realization that you are very aware that you create your own destiny. Some of you are, okay, here we go. Spirit says, literally some of you are out on the ocean. You're on a boat, fishing. If you're not fishing, someone is, right? It could also be from sunrise to sunset. You're truly enjoying the water. I love that. How lucky, right? I mean, how grateful are we to have that? Some of you live in areas where you see, obviously ducks, swans, etc. And I don't know, I hear crawfish. Where the crawfish, that's that book, that Reese Witherspoon. Maybe some of you are reading it or you saw the movie. Actually, if you haven't seen the movie, it's a really good movie. Is it Where the Crawfish Sing? Or I don't know. It's really good though. It's been a minute since I've seen it. She had it on her book of the month. Okay. Something about turning up the weeds or weeds. I mean, obviously that could be weed. Okay. You're really coming into your own truth though, of how you see things, how your thoughts become things, how you interact with others. And it's showing you that you could either be living in, a self-imposed thought process, right? Or you could be in a selfless, loving type of energy. Got it? Because we are energy, right? So Aries, you're really seeing the truth of your own self. It's beautiful. And we will take a little extra time when it's needed for each sign, right? Okay, Taurus. 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 I think Taurus, they gave me 4 cards. Let's see, they did. Okay, so this too is, however, is a holdup in your world somewhere, right? There's a holdup. It's like, let's wait for a minute because I need to either put things in place, I need to tell people what I think, but I need to also be reminded, I need to know and to be reminded that this journey that I am on, whether how fast or how slow, Taurus, you need to control the people that are around you And in the sense of control, what I mean, truly, what I mean isn't like in an egoic way. I mean, you're on path. It is the ebbs and flow of the journey. And there are going to be people and or things, it could be just hold up of progress being made in your world right now, just because it has to happen. So if it's not people coming at you as a holdup, it's, you know, it's a delay in, let's say it's a delay in going somewhere, right? If you're booked for some sort of a trip, there's a delay in that because you may need more info. There's also, do not take what people say to the heart, to your heart and the heart of the matter of whatever it is that you're working on or where you're headed. Some of you are going on a spiritual retreat and you really want to go, but you have to wait for some extra income to come in to show you the way. Some of you are moving forward on your spiritual journey, perhaps going to a retreat or learning, educating yourself about spirituality, and people are saying, are you crazy? You know, why would you do that? Some of you who have wanted to buy a new car, it's on hold for just a minute because maybe there's other things that you need to explore and or learn, get more information about the car and its performance. And or if it is money, of course, just wait. You're being guided for sure. So whatever is holding you up is obviously for the betterment of self. You could be truly, some of you are, I don't know why they use the word stumped about maybe purchasing gold and or silver. If you are expanding your portfolio, some of you, which you are, I don't purport and or advise anyone to, you know, to do anything, but I will tell you, if you are interested, buying a series of, you know, maybe 3 and 3, whatever, you know, are they coins? Are they whatever they are? They could be coins. Okay, if that's what you're doing. Maybe you want to, if you're confused about if it's silver or gold, do a more of both in a smaller, let's say, denomination. I don't know where that came from. Well, I do, but Spirit said. Okay. Egyptian roots. Some of you are going into hieroglyphics, Egyptian roots, finding your way, and not letting anyone stop you. Perfect. Because, you know, when we're on this spiritual journey, I'm telling you, people will get in your way. And that's for a reason. And you're like, well, you know, not for 2 reasons. Number 1, they're not on your path. And number 2, for some reason, I have to say it. And also it is important for Spirit to know how strong you are in your faith. Things that get in our way, temptations, whatever it may be, are for those reasons. Okay. Gemini. Let's see what's going on for you guys. Gemini. Okay, this card literally, hold on, fell out. We're going to take, oh my God, 3 cards fell out, Gemini. Oh my God. Hold on, Chocolate. And now Chocolate says, wait, is there more food? Where's the party? That's Chocolate. Where's the party? Okay, hold on. Sorry. Okay. 3 cards fell right out, so let's take them. So you also have this, the issue of, sorry, I have to move Chocolate. The issue of what you are thinking, you know, in terms of where do I go from here? Okay. It's a matter of where do I go from here? Are you looking into different locations? Are you thinking of moving and looking into, you know, areas that you wouldn't be looking at, you know, per se, I don't know, even 6 months ago? Maybe it's like, you know, maybe I should branch out a little and really seek other areas so I'm not so close-minded, right? I feel that you're in this sense of close-mindedness, right? Where you're, you know, well, I'm not really looking in that area, and it's a really nice area. It has great, you know, great potential, right? Maybe you're looking also at land, right? Purchasing land, interested in looking at land, something about landfills. You may be asking someone younger in your friend zone or your kids or something. You're asking them, well, what do you think about this area? Some of you are literally going toward land with maybe a little lake, some water around it, right? Something with water. So Spirit's saying, don't just succumb to one area, okay? Look at all areas. If it is property, or maybe you're thinking of opening a new business and you need more space and you want to have, I don't know, maybe you're opening up a yoga center or you're interested in that. I'm thinking yoga, dance. Some of you are definitely, a child is in dance or thinking of a child in dance classes. I also heard Tai Chi, which would be really good for self-defense for a child. Maybe you're looking at all your options, which of course you should be. Red robins, of course. Beautiful red robins coming to you is from Spirit, guiding you, showing you the way forward, because somewhere along whatever you're resonating with is you're closed-minded to it. So Spirit's asking you to open your mindset and look beyond what, you know, the limitations of where you're looking and what you're thinking. Maybe you need more info also about, you know, places for where your child would go, looking at property or landscape and or buying land that is maybe a little further away than you thought, okay? Maybe it's really far, but, you know, you have to go on the outskirts of, you know, the city or whatever in order to get, you know, to acquire land. Some of you have children who are winning and or earning awards. Congratulations. That is achievements. I know graduation, etc., but this is the you know, at the end of the year when they do hand out, you know, whatever achievement, maybe your child is going to be, not only is an achiever, all children are achievers, but I feel that there's one particular child here that is gaining recognition, certification. Okay, Gemini, nice. And chocolates on my lap. So that is about the people are giving your child attention. Okay, I love that. All right, it's not easy over here. We don't have a desk, guys, so I am using chocolate's bag. He doesn't care. All right, let's go. Cancers. I know, chocolate. Cancers. Chocolate comes in the Cancer reading sometimes. I think it's pretty much a lot of times Cancer readings. I don't know what he is, actually. I know I don't. All right, so we did get the Page of Wands again. So what is coming to mind immediately and how I feel about that Seven of Swords is whatever you're being told from a child or a teenager, you know what I mean? Listen carefully, because someone is trying to manifest something that may not be to your liking, or a child is turning their back on someone else who's manipulating the terrain, right? Maybe in the past, right? Maybe in the past, Cancers, you had a child who no longer wants to view themselves as, you know, not telling the truth, you know, fabricating facts and or information. If that's true, get to the heart of what's going on, because there could be someone who's trying to manipulate a child. So if you do have a teen or whatever, and they have like, you know, their friends are either lying to them, manipulating them, wanting them to do something, and either your child is saying no, not today, because they have their backs toward one another. If it is an older and younger child wanting to, you know, manifest whatever it is in their lives, right? A new direction, a new course of action, maybe going, where am I going? Where am I headed? And someone's either delaying it, I heard, or coming up with reasons why you shouldn't do something. Just watch your back. Watch your kids' back. Maybe someone's trying to outfox you intellectually, meaning you and or your child. It's a younger, oh, I heard younger version of yourself. Whatever or wherever life takes you, always know that you have the ability, capacity to move forward, especially when others say you can't, right? I know there's a quote in there about that. Okay, I don't like this, but I heard it. Some of you are being criticized and or judged for being different. Who cares, right? There could be a father-son interaction, or sons, that here is like a father figure is saying, hey, you know, you can do whatever you want. And then your brother or whomever is in the backdrop saying, yeah, you know, dad's crazy. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Something like that. Don't do it this way, do it that way. Okay. So be careful who you listen to, who's got your back. Is any type or any form of manifestation happening that could induce stress to the body? So that could also, Cancers, be mindful of the outsiders coming in to talk to you and or your kids about stuff that gives them headaches. You know, make sure they don't have headaches, migraines. If they do, you know, that's a warning. Be careful of, I don't know, headaches and migraines for Cancers, okay? Maybe it's not what they're hearing or listening to. Maybe it's just protecting them from the outside crap that they're listening to or watching. Okay, Leo. Leo. Hold on, these cards were not put in correctly. Hold on. So Leos, some of you, if excuse me, if you're dealing with paperwork, make sure you're putting in the papers in correct order. If you're dealing with any kind of, look at this, these cards are all turned around. If you're dealing with a spouse who's being, this is for Leos, dealing with a spouse that, you know, just wants to fight, be mindful of that. Maybe you need to ask questions as to why they feel there's a competition, Leo. Somewhere there's competition and arguing, like intellectual or what have you. Okay, so look at this. For Leos, you have these beautiful moon cards. Oh my God, right? They're beautiful. And each one depicts a different energy, okay? We have a healing energy, healing of hands. Some of you do Reiki. We have a healing, again, still another healing. However, this is a healing heart, healing the solar plexus, and healing of the crown chakra. So this is all Leo's healing. If it is healing from a pregnancy, it could be someone's pregnant, and definitely you need all of the energy from spirit in terms of, right, whatever is going to help you, right? More water, purification, going out into Mother Nature, breathing the air, and healing of the body. It's beautiful. It's nothing wrong with anything. It just means these different moon colors all signify your chakras. And what in this particular read that Spirit is telling me, that these are the chakras that you want to ensure are cleansed, healed, and open. It is definitely Venus. So the love that you feel in your heart could be for your mother. Not being closed off. Maybe this is a month where you're feeling a little more compassionate for not only a mother figure and or a father figure, but also for a lot of the people around you, and or how maybe you're finding yourself in a spot where you're like, wow, I really feel like I want to hug my mom and dad. You know, of course, life is short on so many levels, right? But emotionally, showing your emotions, Leo, a lot more than usual, okay? As I mentioned in the beginning, also be mindful about If a spouse is arguing with you, telling you how to do something, if you don't feel that that sequential order of business is what you want to do, or the sequential order of events is what you want to do, then don't do it. Either take a pause or reflect upon where this is going to take you, or where this is going to, and or how this is going to make you feel, right? Is something that you're working on, Leos, affecting in a good way all of your chakras here? The base chakra, you know, we have 3 out of 3 chakras that you're working on here. Some of you do heal through and may not even know it, right? We heal through colors, the green, orange, red, well, a little red, green, orange, and white, blue, whatever, is about not only the emotions, but also the colors that we wear bring out and depict and describe how we feel. So for you guys, be mindful how you dress in the morning, what you eat, the colors that you eat, the things that you wear, all depict, in all cases, for all of us, depicts how we feel. So some of you are energetically healing your heart and your mind about how you feel, maybe about yourself and or your mom and or your dad and or all of the above. Okay. Virgo. Let me do a couple more shuffles here. Okay. Virgo. I feel like these, I had to get 4 cards. I don't know why, but let's see. Virgo. Okay. So, Virgo, if you're dealing with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, you have, and or someone has uncovered some things that come from the past, right? So, past differences of opinion, I heard. Past issues that reflect those who are no longer in your life. So issues that really came to light. If it's not issues, it is emotions that you're overwhelmed by during this time, right? You're contemplating the things that were said, what was written, what was heard. You're in this looking back kind of situation. Maybe you saw an old friend, an old lover on social media, an ex, whatever, that you're reminiscent about and wishing it, you know, maybe wishing it was just different. If you are guarding yourself now because of the things that you felt were not truly fair, then some of you are either guarding yourself or releasing yourself from being guarded. And or this is a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius that is doing that or feeling that way. This is, Virgos, this is all about how you feel about whom has left your life and for what purpose. If you're looking back on your own life and reflecting, you're thinking and realizing that a lot of things perhaps that you didn't know, you may be learning. Maybe in hindsight, right? In hindsight, we take an extra minute to look back on what was shared, what was done, how we felt, and this is what you're doing. And it's all about how it affects your feelings, where in your heart space it draws itself from the external. Follow me now. It pulls itself from the ethers of your past, and it comes right into your heart center. Okay. B as in boy and J as in John could have significant, could be significant by name or by place of where you left, right? You could have been living somewhere with the initials of B and or J, or it's B, J in a person, right? That's their initials, middle initial included. I feel that some of you, after the reflecting back, have set yourself free from all the pain also. And okay, and lastly, your base chakra has been lifted from you. What does that mean? That means that if it was your base and or solar plex, base chakra, solar plexus has been released from temptation, aggravation, and now you are more conservative, and that has allowed you to be set free. You set yourself free without question. So, you know, temptations, right? Dis-ease of the body. If there was Virgo, excuse me, if there was dis-ease in your base and or solar plexus, like the base of your spine and or the base of any part of your body, you are healing that as we speak. I would say the lower, you know, the lower base of your spine. Okay. Libra. Libra. Well, look at you. Libra. So, it's interesting. It's like so Libra that we have this, let's celebrate, let's party, let's toast, congratulations, cheers. And then you have, well, wait a second here, right? You have, well, I don't feel like you should be celebrating, and I don't agree with it, whatever. Here are the naysayers. So don't listen to the naysayers and do what you want. If you were in a position, Libra, that you had to, raw truth, you had to be totally honest, and you had to say something that was a little out of your character, meaning, because, you know, Libras don't want to fight, right? They don't want to start any havoc, for the most part, until it's too much. When a Libra becomes aggravated to a point of no return, then a verbal conversation has to be had, and or some unkind words of truth need to be spoken, and you're glad that you did it. You're probably this is just a celebration of what you had the guts to say, that maybe truthfully you wouldn't have done, or you would have like beat it around the bush, but you told someone how you truly felt, or if you are fighting, you stuck up for yourself and said, hey, you know what? This is what I want to do. This is who I am, and I'm celebrating me. And if you have a problem with it, then, too bad, so sad. But not for me, because Libras, some convo or some fight that came up that you stuck up for yourself, and you're like, I'm happy I told that person or those people how I felt or what I think. They needed to hear it in order to help them. Some of you are telling someone, hey, you're drinking too much. Right, Libras? Some of you you told someone the truth about their drinking habit and or any over-the-top addictions, and or vice versa. Maybe someone told you that. But I feel that it's you and or another has stuck up for themselves, and now you feel grateful, and some of you are healing from that. I hear 10 bottles of beer on the wall. I hear that song, whatever. Is that the song? 9 bottles of beer on the wall, right? Singing that. Some of you singing that or hearing that song. I mean, whatever you encountered with another or others, it really gave you the truth. It really, not that you don't speak your truth, but it gave you the guts to really say something that you've been wanting to say to others and or them to you, right? But it has helped set you and or others free. There are others, situations, Libras, that lightning has struck twice, which is a good thing. And you're like, oh my God, I never thought that would happen, but it's happened. And it's good. It's really good. Like, you fall in love again, you don't think you could. Not could, but would. Okay? Some of you are earning your place in the world and freeing yourself from all the negative thinking and or whatever negativity that you had is leaving your life, and you're finding a beautiful place of peace, comfort, and joy. Okay, Scorpios. Scorpios. Okay, this flew out. Okay. Spirit's got your back. Whatever you're waiting for. Any differences of opinion or differences of actions. Maybe you're taking different actions than you would have from whatever. How many, like, I don't know, from a week ago. Maybe you've changed your feelings about, here we go, a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. This is you. Could be feelings of another, but you're healing from another. I feel some of you are healing from another Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio relationship. I think you're healing and or you have healed from it. And now you know that, okay, so that person, if they're on the other side, has been watching and taking care of you, and in terms of, guiding you. Spirit guides us, okay? And showing you a different aspect of yourself that you may have forgotten. I like that a lot. I think at one point you really needed someone's guidance. It doesn't have to be another Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, another Scorpio, but I feel that and or a Sag, but I feel that you have an angel here watching you and guiding you to places and or people that are going to enlighten you, lift you up, and honestly, and not saying that you're not honest, but honestly move forward with the freedom that maybe some of you didn't think you were able to succumb from. The pain was intense. The hurt was intense. And you have freed yourself from that, knowing that you're being guided. Some of you are getting spiritual downloads, the feelings in your heart. From now on, from here going forward on in, you are going inward and finding your inner guidance. Your tools are your inner, not your outer. Your actions and your feelings are going to be based upon moving forward, how you're moving forward in life is being guided by. Not saying that, okay, Scorpio, we know you always navigate with your intuition and intentions of how you're feeling, yes, but now you know it for sure that you're being guided from spirit. Downloads, maybe you have dreamt of someone from the other side that is saying, you're doing a great job, I'm guiding you to help you, to ease your pain. It's definitely a rebirth for some of you. The solar plexus, if you're having stomach issues and or, back pain from your spine, you're creating a healing is going on to help you. To spirits embracing your pains of your physical body in order to free you from the pain. So it wasn't just the mental pain and anguish, but it was also, for some, the physical. So as an example, Scorpio, if you were dealing with someone who had crossed over that had pain of their body, it was almost as though you were feeling that too, and you couldn't explain it. You didn't know where it was coming from, but you felt their pain very deeply, and you're being freed from that pain. It does not necessarily have to be the physical pain, but it could be emotional pain and or mental anguish that you're being freed from, like the guilt, the grief, the sorrow, the resentments, the anger, all of that you're being released from. Okay, Saggies. Scorpios, I felt really a deep sense of freedom and compassion for others. Okay, Sag. Saggies. Wow. Oh my God. Look at this, Saggies. A masculine and feminine Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio here. Looking forward to, okay, some of you are in, Saggies, some of you are in a relationship with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and it is the perfect relationship because you both see things from the same viewpoint, right? Your heart chakra. You open up your chakras. You open up to a new expanded version of self when you relate with someone else on the same level of heartfelt, emotional. Emotions are running deep with you guys, where you find a new sense of loyalty, and for others, and I have to say it because when I said it, I thought of nuisance. Nuisance. So for some of you, Saggies, this could be a nuisance because it's like, oh gosh, they know what I'm thinking. They know how I feel. I can't cover it up. And then for others, it's a new sense of your widening and or expanding your relationship because you do feel the same way. That was funny. Okay. Of course, loyalty, emotional contentment. Some of you, you know, when you were feeling not so emotionally on the same page, now you do. Saggies, some of you are literally taking on a new sense, can't stop, a new sense of where we're headed with a significant person. You're showing like your true colors. Your masculine and feminine, for some of you, are merging to a new level of playing field, which is beautiful, right? It's like new emotions coming out, sensing others' emotions, where maybe at some point it wasn't that easy to feel the same way another felt, and now you do. And or how you're expanding. You're not limiting yourself, Saggies, to just one area. Some of you are like, okay, where in August, this is 8. So in August, some of you are going back to your home, to where you call home. Maybe some of you want to move back home. It made you so happy. And these 8 of Cups and these 2 King and Queen of Cups come out to 10 of Cups, because everyone has a cup. So we have 8, 9, 10. So many of you are going back to a place that made you really happy. I love that. And it could be in the far distant future. Maybe in August, you're going back to a place where you really love. Maybe you're vacationing there, but for some of you, you're literally moving there by water and or land. Your sense of loyalty has leveled up, and the loyalty of another. It's beautiful. And what does that mean, right? How could we even possibly get any more loyal to another? We can, because there's unlimited boundaries, right? There's no limit to how someone's emotions can excel. And just when you thought, right, you couldn't feel any closer to someone, you do. Okay, Capricorn. Capricorns. Capricorn. Well, look at this. What a connection. What a beautiful connection, and a sense of, wow, I really believe in myself and where I'm going, where I'm headed. I know what I need to do. I know how I feel. I know now that this person that reflects me, that represents how I feel, in accordance with how they feel. We are in accordance with how they feel, meaning at one point you were having a hard time relating on the same level as someone else, and now someone's leveled up, and now we're one. Now we're in sync. Now I see you and you see me feeling the same. Someone definitely leveled up. Someone found their true essence of the ability to love on a different level that perhaps they didn't think they could attain. Someone not only has leveled up, but someone already knows that another's worth and or was worthy waiting for. So some of you just were waiting for someone to level up, to be on the same page with another emotionally. When you look in the mirror, you know this person exemplifies you. And they could be completely different than you. And maybe that's what it was. It was like, wow, we have many differences here. What's the deal? How are we going to see eye to eye? And now we do, because someone worked on themselves and or gained more insight as to how they feel about another. Sometimes we aren't energetically vibrating on the same level, which was here, and now we are here. Maybe someone wasn't ready to show how much love they had for another, and it took them a minute to figure it out because they were fighting and going against the grain. Someone definitely changed here. Changed how they feel, changed how they deal with you, and or vice versa. As I'm speaking, this beautiful bird is staring at me from outside my sister's window. So some of you are seeing a lot of sparrows and or that was a red robin. Spirit's talking to us, and now you see it. Got it? That's why it happened. Some of you are literally now enjoying the fruits of your labor by going to a place where you're, where you're on water. Some of you are in literally swimming, having a great time, and or now we have the resources to do so. Like, let's go. Maybe planning something, right? I mean, summer is coming up, and why not, right? In May. Oh, some of you are now on vacation. Okay, nice, Capricorn. Okay, Aquarius. 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 So we realize that in order for us to be released from all the pain, it has to start with us. It has to start with how we envision the reality of situations that have come to pass, that we lay to rest, and that we say, we are now freed from all of that. Whatever that is, it could mean how we think, how we feel, how we see ourselves in situations that we realize the only person that can set you free is you. Whatever endings have happened, Aquarius, you are now able to say, okay, that hurt, but I've been reborn in the sense of I'm free now from the pain and destruction of the past, okay? For others, if it was some financial money coming in that you didn't think was going to happen, it does, right? It could be just, small increments of little you know, gestures of money coming in because you have closed up the part that has been closed up and torn down is now you're able to receive, right? Because you know that once we clear out the things that were not good for us, then we are able to receive. So it's like I said, it's like small increments of money, cash flow coming in now because you have surrendered and ended the painful truths of your past. A lot was at stake, I hear. Something about a lot was at stake. And maybe you didn't think it was going to happen. Or maybe you were feeling like, how did we get to a standstill when it comes to, receiving? And maybe for some of you, you're in that right now, where you're transitioning from the pain of the past to the freedom of the present by surrendering, by forgiving, by letting go. One must let go in order to receive. He's not on this tier. He's leveled up, and now he's willing and able and ready to receive through his own truth. It's all about you guys, Aquarius. It's all about you. You've been having it rough for a minute, but it's because you weren't seeing the reflection in the mirror. It's not going to resonate for all Aquarians, so be mindful. It's, it's a general read. Okay. Pisces. Pisces. Okay, Pisces. Look at this. Oh my gosh, look at this. It's off the chain. Pisces. New beginnings in every way, shape, and form. The two aces depict new love, new opportunities, maybe some that come at a distance, or some are coming in now, or someone from a distance, someone literally from afar is coming in. Maybe you met someone new and they're coming in from, overseas. Overseas export-import business. Some of you are loving your new job, and it's bringing you, and it will bring you a lot of not only prosperity, but a lot of learning that is out of your realm. You're going to be learning, I'm going to say it, foreign currencies, but also a foreign, which is new way and perspective of saying, new way of looking at things, new way of doing things, seeing things, loving things. Even, okay, your taste buds are changing. You're now enhancing your palate in every way. I love that. That's awesome. Okay, some of you are buying a boat. Some of you are on the water with perhaps others, a loved one, whatever, sailing away, right? How much fun is that? Some of you are sailing away in terms of, if it's not literal, it's the figurative sense of we're on the same page. Whereas before it was, you were, some of you with a loved one were looking at the future and how and through the lenses of your past. And it's brought you closer, instead of farther away. And for some, it's the opposite. For some, it's released you from the things that are not exactly as you thought you would like it. So some of you released those people, places, and things that were setting you apart from the rest, and now communing with your own self in order to bring more love into your life, and knowing that there's a fine line between money and love, right? What is it? It's the balance of the horizon, which we have here. So some of you are balancing your heart chakra with the sector of as above, so below. As above, so below. That's a balance. Earning what you love doing escapes you from the past belief systems that, time is money and all that. Right? Being freed from the past ways that you've thought, what you could attain, what you thought you could be seen as in love and or the money sector of your life. How people view you is their business, not yours. It gives you peace to know that whomever was not seeing your value is now no longer in your life. Of course, why would they be? But the main focus there, Pisces, is beautiful, and that is knowing that the horizon is where we have as above the heart and above, and heart and below, which is love as above, and as it matters comes all of the lower sectors of money, power, hunger, the egoic, right? But you're balancing that out as above, so below, as a way to love what you do, receive what you shall, and what the laws of cause and effect are on the earth plane. Okay, let's get to a karma. Let's do a collective karma read. Summer is almost here, but the weather is really changing, isn't it? Okay, let's go. I'll take 3 cards. Let's see what we have here. We have the beautiful expansion of our own personal power through the work that we do. So that's something for contemplation. So what we must contemplate is how we magnetize the work that we do, what we put out to the world, how we serve others, how we serve ourselves, how that not only empowers us, but what it magnetizes back to us, since the earth plane is all about frequency. The frequency of the universe. What do you magnetize in your life? What do you bring into your life, mind, body, through your soul? Right? What we think becomes. What we feel allows us to heal and to grow. right? Mind, body, soul connect. Do we realize how we can, do we realize how we improvise the connect of the mind and the body? Energetically magnetizing that into our lives. Do you realize that it is like a magnet? What we put out comes through. What we intend and how we go about the day-to-day, does the thought even provoke you from changing the way that you speak, the way that you sense things, and the way that you feel things, right? So today's collective is about owning what you magnetically pull into your world. Do you take it from the external? Is that what you pull into your world? Just the externals of, you know, of the ego, right? Or do you magnetically pull from your heart? So that's where we must realize that we can change it and flip that switch when we know what we're bringing in to our world and what we see it as externally out into our world. You know you can flip the switch by the way that you think and what is going to become you. Do you understand that? So it is about what we magnetically pull into our world and what we visually see as that becoming the storyline, the narrative, and understanding that that's how it provokes, right? One scene or story from another. Do you realize how that is so important? How our intentions breed through those thoughts of also not just what we think, but also how high does that take us or how low does that take us, right? The frequencies, how the ebbs and flow of the magnetic energies that pull us and or tear us apart. I hope that makes sense. So the word for the day is magnetism. And for some of you, take some magnesium because it's good for the soul. It's good for the body, actually. Mind, body, soul. Let's see. Chocolate says hello and goodbye. Have a great week, and I'll talk to you later. Take care.